Hello and welcome to Autoportal.com, the car buying website that helps you buy better. If you want unbiased, honest, and easy to understand advice, then please subscribe to our channel by clicking over here and also click on the bell icon to receive all our notifications first. Thanks for watching. Well, so this here is the Lexus ES 300h. Now officially it takes on the likes of the Mercedes E-Class, the Audi A6 and the BMW 5 Series. But from the looks and styling department, I think this car is much better and a whole lot more cooler and more striking than all those other German luxury cars. What do you think about the looks of this car? Do let me know in the comment section below, because I really like it and I prefer it over all those other cars which look very traditional and a little bit now on the boring side. This one really looks special and cool and very upmarket. But is this car only about the looks, or does it have what it takes to take you away from those German manufacturers and write a checkbook in favor of Lexus? So will this be your next luxury car ahead of those cars? We'll find that out on the show today by the end of this review. Well, but before that, here's a message from our sponsors. If you're planning to sell your car first before buying this one, then you should definitely go ahead and check out Cars24. Visit any of their 50 branches all across India and sell your car at the best price. Not only this, Cars24 will immediately transfer the money into your bank account and will also take care of all the paperwork, including the RC transfer. So check out Cars24 today. But the nice theme over here is this huge central tunnel, which gives you very clear separation between the co-passenger and the driver, and you get a sense of being the pilot of an airliner. And of course you're the pilot over here and the co-pilot sits next to you, so that's the kind of sense you get. And of course with all the gadgets and gizmos on offer, as well as those big chunky sporty dials, you get a sense of actually being inside the cockpit of a plane. Well, so the Lexus ES 300 is a completely different beast in terms of comparisons with its German rivals. It doesn't have the same opulent or luxurious feel inside the cabin as they do, but in isolation, it feels like a nice, relaxing and comfortable place to be in. It is definitely luxurious, but just as I said, it doesn't have that same kind of opulent feel about itself, but it does feel a whole lot more futuristic than its other rivals, and it really does feel like it is a car which people who are into technology and features and gadgets will really like. You of course get this huge screen over here which gives you all the information about the car, but unfortunately it's not a touch screen. You can use the touchpad over here to really control all the features, but at this kind of a cost, Lexus should have added a touchscreen. That's what I think. But what do you think? Do let me know in the comment section below. In terms of the features list, nothing is missing on this car. This car comes with all the gadgets, all the features that high-end luxury cars and its main rivals have to offer. So you get cool front seats, for instance, you get all those safety features, you get traction control, you get a big sunroof. It really is very futuristic, very modern and very upmarket. In terms of quality, as I said, it is pretty good, but slightly behind the German rivals. Well, special mention has to be made about the safety kit that Lexus is giving with this car. You get 10 airbags. Yes, that's not a mistake on the brochure. You actually get 10 airbags, including airbags for your knees. There are a couple of airbags here as well. And you also need to take special note of the Mark Levinson system. The stereo system on this car is a Mark Levinson system. It is phenomenal, to say the least. If you're planning to buy this car, then chances are you'll be spending maximum time in the back seat. And I have good news for you. As you can see, kneeroom is huge here in the back. Headroom also is more than sufficient. And the kneeroom over here definitely beats the Audi as well as BMW rivals. And it does come close to the Mercedes car as well. Well, the good thing about the Lexus ES 300 is the fact that the doors open really nice and wide. So the aperture to get in and out of is very big. And even the build quality is pretty good. You get the usual controls over here for the passengers at the back. You get controls for the air conditioning. You also get controls to recline your seat and the backrest angle. And you also get controls for the stereo up ahead. You of course get your own AC vents. And the best feature is, if you're sitting on this side, you can push the seat forward by simply clicking a button over here, and you can also adjust the backrest angle to your tastes, because of course you are the boss and sitting at the back, and reveal even greater space at the back if there's no one in the front seat. So overall, out of 100, I'd give the Lexus ES 300h a very strong score of 90 when it comes to sheer comfort, relaxation, as well as a luxurious feel in the back seat. In terms of boot space, as you can see, it's a nice and deep and square boot, and it is as good as its other rivals. Now that's a good thing, because remember, this is a hybrid and it also has a battery pack, but that battery pack doesn't eat up into the boot space because the batteries are stored under the back seats, and that helps Lexus reveal a lot of space over here in the trunk. So that's a nice thing. There's a bit of a lip, but that's quite okay. It's a very wide boot. The opening is pretty wide. The aperture also is pretty decent, so you can put in those big boxes and big bags without any issues. And of course, if you are running those errands and have to give those Diwali gifts to everyone else, then this is a nice car to do that in. And of course, being a Lexus means that it is a powered tailgate. Let's talk about the car now, and I have to say that this is a phenomenal package. It's a 2.5 litre petrol engine with hybrid tech on it, and in total with its electric motors it makes 215 bhp, and these are pretty good figures for this class of car. And what's more, you also get brilliant acceleration figures. Now Lexus claims a 0 to 100 figure of 8.1 seconds. Yes, so that's the claim from the company, and by our driving today, we can definitely say that Lexus is honest with those claims. This car is really quick, and because of those electric motors along with the petrol engine, the torque is available readily. So if you're driving this car in the city at slow city speeds, then you don't really have to wait. There's no lethargy in this engine and this powertrain. Power is available immediately and instantly, and you really need to smash the accelerator pedal very lightly to get going, because it is very instantaneous and it is a very alert and very lively engine to drive. Now, what you'll also like about this car is its steering. It is a fantastic steering wheel. Now, it can't really take on the BMW 5 Series, but to be honest, no car in its category can take on the BMW 5 Series for sheer driving dynamics, because that car is a legend and it's built its reputation over the years. But this one is a good car for keen drivers. It's not a boring car. Now, even in the sport mode, the suspension is nice and soft, and this ES 300 seems to be riding on a wave of clouds, or it seems to be riding on foam, because everything is really nice and soft. This car really soaks in the bumps very well. In fact, it feels as if the suspension has been coated with honey. Yes, it does feel like that, because it just is so sweet and so soft, and feels really comfortable and really nice. And if you decide, of course, to use this car in the normal setting or the eco setting, even then everything has a even nicer tone to it. The steering wheel really does lighten up a lot more. It feels a lot more easier on your wrists and your elbows, and it really is a very nice, comfortable, relaxing car to drive. It's not a car which will tire you out easily. You'll in fact end your journey just as relaxed and just as fresh as you started it, and that's the beauty about Lexus and the engineering that has gone into this car. Now, Lexus has used a lot of technologies, and they've used a lot of sound deadening material under the bonnet, under the floor panel, and all across the cabin. They've stuffed up the pillars with special foam material, so the noises inside the cabin are reduced. But they've also used a lot of sound cancellation through the speakers on the stereo to ensure that this cabin doesn't start feeling eerily silent. Yes, the cabin on this car will not feel eerily silent. It'll feel as if it's a natural place that you're sitting in, and the calmness is a natural one. It doesn't feel out of sorts, and it doesn't really completely feel fake as well. So that's something which is very good from Lexus, and shows you the amount of attention to detail that the company has paid with each and every aspect of this car. Now, this car, remember, has a very long wheelbase, but that wheelbase doesn't mean that it seems ponderous when you're pushing it into corners. The grip level from the tires is excellent, and this car is very sturdy, very stable when you're pushing it into corners. It's also very, very stable and very reassuring and very, very nice and solid in terms of the grip when you're on the highway. Well, so if you're in the market for something which looks a little different from the usual, then you should definitely go ahead and buy the Lexus over here. Not only does it look striking and a whole lot more cooler than all the other German cars, it also comes with a very high-tech engine, and the interiors are very relaxing and feel like they're made from very nice materials and have a nice thought of attention to detail around themselves. So what I'm essentially trying to say is that if you want something different from the usual, something which looks very smart and also will be a great conversation starter at a party, but will be huge in terms of reliability, because remember, it is Japanese at the end of the day, then the Lexus is a car that you should definitely go ahead and check out at a dealership near you. It's bye for now and hope to see you soon.